Hi, boys and girls. What's happening? What's going on? What? I'm dressed a little warm? Well, we just watched a video about animals and how some of them have a thicker coat in the winter because they're adapting to the weather. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm adapting. I want to stay warm out there. So I've got my cozy coat on and my mittens because I'm not going out there without any warm clothes. So in that fun video, there were animals that adapt. That means they change a little bit for the winter weather. There were some that migrate, means they go to warmer temperatures, go to different spots. And then there's some that hibernate. So that would be like a bear hibernating for the winter, bats hibernate for the winter. But today we're going to talk about animals that adapt. So they talked about the Arctic fox. So the Arctic fox, when the days get shorter and colder, they start to adapt. So that means their fur gets thicker and it actually changes white. So it changes white for a couple of reasons. One reason is they want to be camouflaged. So they want to blend into all that snow so they can sneak up to their prey. But they can also stay hidden if somebody's hunting them. So they have that thick coat and they have that big bushy tail that they snuggle in with and it keeps them warm. So we're going to make an Arctic fox today with our hand. I know Mrs. Man is crazy, but we're going to try it. So I'm going to trace your hand just like that. Just one hand, that's all you need. So I'm going to cut that out. It's a little tricky because you're in and out. So it's a lot of turning. So some other animals that adapt in the winter, some get thicker fur, some have more feathers. So the feathers would keep them warmer too, because not all birds migrate. So here I have my hand cut out. Well, that doesn't look like a fox. How could we make that into a fox? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue this onto my paper. I'm going to glue this onto my paper. And then I'm going to cut out a triangle. 3 sides. And I'm going to glue that to my hand. Which is my body. I'm still missing a few details. I think we need a couple of ears. So I'm just going to make really small triangles for my ears. We're almost done. 1, 2, and then I'm going to add a couple more details. I'm going to add a little nose. And a couple of eyes. So there you go. You have made an Arctic fox with your handprint. Now, if you notice down here, I was starting to add some snow. So I'm just going to use a Q-tip. And I have some white paint. And I'm just going to add some snow. It's a snowy day. can see how if you had a lot of snow, your fox would just blend right in. So there is your Arctic fox on a snowy day. So make sure you're dressed warm for the cold winter temperatures.